first trip that I was just with him the entire time, other than summer. This was just, it was so cool to just spend like an entire holiday with him and then like making plans together to do things. We kind of did it backwards, the way we went about our relationship. Not that there's a certain way to do it, but you know, I am still in school, so I don't regret at all that we like went ahead and got married. But it is really hard to live apart in the beginning of your relationship. I do think it's made us a lot stronger together, but it doesn't make it any easier when I have to leave him. And there were a lot of tears today. We were watching Netflix and I just had to tell him to stop, because like pause it and turn it off, because I lost it. And it's the little things, you know. It's like, it's easy to take it for granted when you're together all the time, but when you know that every time you're together it's just temporary, it's just so hard. And this is going to be a really tough semester. In spring I don't have as many breaks, so it's harder for me to make it back home. So I know it's going to be a while, probably around a month or more before I see him again. So I'm just going to try to talk to him as much as I can and just really dive into school and making videos and working out and just try to become better on my own, so that when we are together again, you know, I'm better and stronger physically, mentally, emotionally, just so when we are together I can be even better for him. Cop right behind me. Okay, maybe later.
I was 7 years old. It was a big, big world, but we thought we were bigger, pushing each other to the limits. We were learning quicker. By 11, smoking herb and drinking burning liquor. Never rich, so we were out to make that steady figure. Once I was 11 years old, my daddy told me, go get yourself a wife or you'll be lonely. Once I was 11 years old.
Welcome to Kentucky.
If you don't love me, pretend a few more hours, then it's time to go. And as my train rolls down the east coast,
Keep left to stay on I-65 South.
it's too late to cry, too broken to move on. I knew the pathway like the back of my hand.
Today is my first day of school back in Nashville, and as you can see, my hair is completely crazy. It is so windy here. It's not really cold, like I think it's like 50, which is nice compared to Indiana's like 30 or below. And now I'm dealing with wind, which my hair does not enjoy, but I'll survive. So it was a crazy first day, and I'm just really trying to keep my mind focused on thinking about just the day-to-day, what I need to do right now, instead of thinking about everything that's going to happen in the next few weeks and everything I need to achieve to pass the semester and all the tests I'm going to have to take, and just live in the moment, finish what I need to do now, and not worry as much about what's going on in the future. So just because I'm not super confident about my body shape right now, and I'm just really trying to stay objective about weight gain and that which is bulking, I just kind of caught myself thinking negatively about my body, and I wanted to just go ahead and show you my physique. So I'm not super lean by any means. I do feel like I am leaner than I was last off season. Stomach has stayed relatively flat, and there's a little bit there, but it's not too bad. I'm really starting to notice it in my sides here. I was staying pretty small in the waist, and I've definitely like gained some on my sides, and some of it's just obliques in general, but I do know some of it's a little bit of fat. I'm starting to notice my lats pop a little bit, which is the plus side of bulking. So overall pretty curvy, I feel like, for me. But the booty gains are definitely also plus size. Plus size. This is where my mind starts kicking in. A plus side. So I'm learning to embrace my curves and appreciate my body how it is. I'm not as comfortable as I was being lean, but I'm learning not to define myself by my weight or my body fat percentage or how I think I look moment to moment, because those aren't stagnant states. Those aren't dependable sources of confidence. I hope my being able to show my body and for what it is, and not the Instagram lean all the time with the posing that does you well, where you kind of pull things where you need them to be, but just where I am in general can kind of help you express yourself, even when you're not feeling overly confident with your body, because we all have to go through those phases if we want to grow, if we want to focus on becoming bigger people instead of being small, and focus on expanding our horizons instead of crushing ourselves into a smaller shell. Then it's going to take moments like these when we are vulnerable and show our bodies for what they are, even when we're not at the place we want to be with them. Because in order to get where we want to be, we're going to have to go through times of growth and times of bulking and times of fat gain, where you're going to notice some more fat, some more love on your body in order to perform better later on. So that's where I am right now, and I'm actually feeling better now that I've just kind of opened up about it, and I'm gonna go hit legs. I still haven't figured out this like car filming thing, and I honestly think that most people have like a mount on their car, and I just have like this little console pocket thing, and the amount of time it stays standing up is less than the time that the camera's falling down and I like swerve into oncoming traffic to save it. Priorities. I just did leg day and it really wasn't as busy as I was expecting. Let's turn the car on before trying to back up. I kind of assumed it would be busy since it was like right after school, but honestly it wasn't bad until like I was leaving. So it was a good workout. I really like this gym, but having worked out at Lifetime throughout break, I kind of wish this gym was organized a little more logically. Like, I have to superset things, and it of course is always like the two things like polar opposite each other on sides of the gym. So it's frustrating, and just like I said, anyways, but I got my workout in, it felt good, and I was doing pull-ups, and like one of my New Year's goals is to be able to do 10 unassisted pull-ups by the summer. So by, let's say, June. And so I got those like assistance bands for Christmas because they're like super freaking picky about them at the Y. Like, I had to go to the manager closet and ask if I could use them, and then they were like, you need to like make sure one of the staff members like pages Kevin when you're done. Like, keeper of the bands, Kevin. Whatever. I got tired of it, and so I asked for them for Christmas, and I have like 4 different like weighted, like the thickness determines the weight assistance. So I got 4 different thicknesses, and then, oh my Jesus, 4 different thicknesses, and I'm starting with like the second thinnest, but I'm sure like I can use the thicker ones for other things, or if I want to start doing like higher reps. So I haven't really like created a solid plan for that yet, other than just working back a little bit every day and doing pull-ups like at least 3 times a week. So I've already felt them getting a lot easier, and just feeling like the ability to pull my shoulder blades together at the top, whereas before I wasn't even getting to that point. So slowly but surely. In addition to that, another goal is to be able to squat over my body weight, which that should be in a shorter amount of time. I'm not really setting a time goal for that one. I know goals are supposed to be smart, but I am setting more of a goal to work on squats at least twice a week. So we'll see how that goes. I have a lot of hip pain, so I don't want to like set a weight goal. I just want to squat comfortably. So I'm getting there. I'm working on box squats, and that seemed to help a lot. So I'm excited for all these new goals. Right now I'm headed back to campus, and I'm going to begin schoolwork for the first time in 2017. I will study, and the studying will not stop until I take the NCLEX, which is like the nursing test, like to become a nurse. So I have to pass an exit exam just for the school, but then after that I have to pass the NCLEX, the national test. So just trying to focus on not being anxious and just giving it up to God and relying on Him lead me where I need to be to pursue His purposes for me. So that's where I am. I've been drinking chocolate milk post-workout. Carb Master has like the best yogurt. It's like cinnamon roll yogurt. M-Dunk talks about it, and it's freaking delicious, and the macros are incredible. And they also have Carb Master chocolate milk, which is awesome because I think it's like per serving, which is 8 ounces, is like 11 carbs, and then like double the protein. So that's probably totally wrong, but basically it's pretty low carb and pretty high protein, so it's perfect post-workout, and it's lactose free, so if you've got any issues there, it doesn't cause the digestive distress, and it's delicious. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm gonna go home, make an omelet, and start studying. I may check in later. I may be sneaking the camera in between my roommate being in there. I'm still learning to be comfortable, and I also don't want to completely annoy her. So here's to one day having my own place. See ya soon.